Celebrity Shorts.
Holy franchise rescue plan, Batman!
Acting megastar Leonardo DiCaprio is reportedly being eyed for the role of the Joker in an origin film about the Batman supervillain. Attached to the project is legendary filmmaker Martin Scorsese. Sadly, he's said to be the producer, and sadlier, hit-or-miss Hangover director Todd Phillips is directing. The movie's said to be standalone and set apart from the current crop of DC movies involving the wannabe gangster pimp Joker Jared Leto. But if current rumors involving a reset of these movies via the upcoming 2020 Flashpoint flick are true, this has some major potential. For those unversed in comic lore, aka those with better things to do, the very simplified version of the stupidly complex Flashpoint story involves the Flash traveling back in time and setting off a chain of events that resets everything in DC Comics. If the movie version does this, it'll allow a sort of on-screen reboot across DC's movie universe that could let filmmakers pick and choose what and who to keep. Like, for example, Batman vs. Superman or Suicide Squad never actually happening, and bye-bye Jared Leto. Hello, Leonardo DiCaprio. And who wouldn't pay to see Leo as the clown prince of crime? Oh wait, Todd Phillips is directing, yeah. The first Hangover movie was great, so was Due Date, but Hangover 2 and 3 were almost as bad as Batman and Robin. Don't click away yet, Tomo Sapiens. We got more stories involving the Caped Crusader coming at ya.
Idiot calls himself Batman, announces his crimes on Facebook. Mr. Zhao is a 33-year-old idiot. Police in Taiwan arrested him after he announced on his Facebook that he'd stolen someone's phone and wallet. In fact, Mr. Zhao challenged his victim to call the stolen number and said he'd never get it back because Mr. Zhao believed himself to be Batman. In fact, Mr. Zhao had his own built-in eye mask. Mr. Zhao suffers from a skin condition that caused some of the skin around his eyes to be lighter than the rest of his skin. The lighter skin around his eyes gives him a reverse raccoon look, hence his claims of being a masked bandit. Too bad he couldn't remember the first rule of being Batman. Don't tell anyone you're Batman, stupid.
Batman wannabe arrested for throwing batarang at cop car. Holy Batman! Police arrested a man in Seattle after he threatened a bouncer and chucked a batarang at officers as they chased him. Seattle's Best, not the coffee, were called to a bar at around 6:30 p.m. after getting reports of a 23-year-old man threatening a bouncer with a homemade spear. The man then left and was chased by two police officers in a patrol car. During the pursuit, the officers noticed him throw something at the vehicle, which they later found to be a sharp black Batman-style throwing star that lodged into the front of the SUV. The cops eventually caught up with the man and arrested him. He was booked into the King County Jail for investigation of felony assault. But what the police should really be looking into is, why is Batman getting his batarangs made in China?
Why so serious?
A man dressed as comic book villain the Joker got shot by police while allegedly brandishing a toy gun at a Melbourne swingers party on Saturday. Heavily armed police arrived at the swingers party after reportedly receiving a number of reports that a man had a gun inside the venue. The raunchy event, hosted by Inflation Nightclub, was called Erotic Fancy Dress Ball. At 3:41 a.m., police confronted the man dressed as the Joker while he was having sex on the couch with his partner, a woman dressed as Harley Quinn. Police claim they shot at the man after he aimed his weapon at the officers. However, club security claims not only was the gun fake, but also the man wasn't even holding it when police arrived. The cops reportedly also tasered the Joker dude after they shot him. His partner in the Harley Quinn getup was reportedly also shot in the leg, but luckily neither wounds were fatal. The victims were identified as 35-year-old Dale Ewins and Zita Sukis, identified only as a government facility coordinator. Both suffered non-life-threatening injuries. An official Australian commission has announced it will investigate the shooting. Meanwhile, the nightclub has emphasized that Ewins wasn't holding a gun, fake or otherwise, and that he was in a compromising position when police stormed in and fired shots at them. Furthermore, no guests had contacted security with any complaints about there being weapons at the event. So, what really happened here?